And I would
Um,
love to start off by just hearing from you. In a nutshell, what has been the journey that has led you to be here with me having therapy today?
yes. So I am actually I'm single, and I work at a school as a teacher. I'm a
Hmm.
middle school teacher, and it's just lately I've been not able to focus and do
Mm.
the things. I feel like I was doing my job so well before. I was so always excited, knowing what to do. But right now, when I go to school, I don't know what to do. I'm not able to perform, and it's just, you know, I just felt so scared to go to school because facing those kids because I
Mm.
just don't know what to do, and I had a panic attack. And the other day, I had to actually call in work to say, I'm sick, and I just couldn't go in, and I thought maybe those feelings would go away, but it actually didn't. It actually felt me guilty, and it made me feel more like I'm just maybe not fit to be a teacher. Like how can I,
Wow.
it's just been bad, and I'm scared. What am I gonna do? Can I continue being a teacher? You know, or what am I gonna do if not this? You know?
So you were mentioning that before you used to be very energetic, very
Yes.
just in with the kids,
Mm,
like very engaging. As a teacher, you knew what to do. But then there is like a before and an after. So though that was your reality for a while, now you're finding yourself in a season where you just don't know what to do, and it has even gotten to the point where you are um, just looking for ways to go, like not be there because you are scared, even to
yeah.
the point to calling sick when you were really not.
Yes.
And that has added some more emotions to the mix to make things worse.
Yes. I don't know. I just feel so broken right now. I just feel like I don't know. Like I just feel I'm just not the same person. And I just feel so broken.
You feel broken and just
Something's
not the
wrong with
same.
me.
Well, let's think about that before and after. Can you find like what was that event or what happened that it made such a deep dent in your life to say, before this, I was one person and now I feel like I'm another person?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you're right. Uh, I graduated, finished my degree, and I was nervous about the first job, but I've been teaching kids, tutoring all my life. I'm really great with kids. I just know exactly what to do.
Mm.
And it was easy. So when I first started school, teaching, it was great. I was able to get through the kids, do my job really well. And I think during the break, um, there was an incident at home where I felt like I had a big argument with my parents. Um, there were expectations unmet, and it just, and I just, don't feel the same way afterwards. This after that argument with my parents, I just feel like um, I'm not able to, do anything same way. I'm doubting myself. Like I'm doubting my abilities, and I just, I'm trying really hard, to plan, but even that, it's not really working very well.
Yeah,
Uh,
so you can pinpoint what happened, and that was during that break, that argument with your parents that you live with was
mm,
really a breaking point for you,
yeah,
where you felt that um, that your sense of identity, of worth,
Mm.
was really hurt and damaged.
Yes, yeah,
And now you are trying to just do life, but from a different way, because your sense of self and worth is not the same as it was before.
yes. I mean, my parents were fairly, I feel like they're divorced. So I was living with mom. Uh, and yeah, so I did feel like, you know, I felt like they were very absent when I needed them. And then I had to go through a lot of different experiences. And, right now, I thought things were better, but they just don't understand, where I am. And I just feel like it's kind of like they just don't understand. Try to tell them, explain anything. And I feel like, I mean, I really, I can't talk to them. Especially,
Mm.
my mom has been just nagging nonstop, everything I do. And I just don't know what to do. I mean, it's yeah, so I really didn't know what to do, and it's affecting my job.
Yeah.
You
So this has been going on for a while, that those relationship issues with your parents, and then it seems like a catalyst for, change was just that argument that happened. But this was just like something brewing for a while because you haven't been feeling that you are heard, that you're understood, that they're
Mhm.
on your side, it seems. Did I
Yeah,
get that right?
that's right. And I kind of feel like they don't believe in me. They're always questioning me. Especially my mom has been questioning all my decisions, how I spend my free time, that I play too much video games, or like that, she doesn't like the people that I hang out with at times. And it's just been very difficult. And, we've been getting into an argument a lot more often. And it's
Mm.
just spilling to my work. And I tell her to stop, but I just, yeah, it's been
So
very
you've been
difficult.
trying to communicate, but again, you feel like you are not being heard. You've been trying to tell her how is this
Mm,
affecting that criticism of,
yeah,
your decisions and your performance, the way that you want to live life. But because you are living together, then she's witnessed, how your decisions, what do you do? And
yeah.
then, that constant criticism is really gotten to the point that is affecting you at work. But you said something before too, that it's you're doubting everything that you do. So what other areas of life have been affected by these, issues with your relationship with your parents and with your own view of yourself?
I just, like I'm a 32 years old and I'm living with mom. I just feel like a failure at times. Like, what am I
Mm.
doing with my life? And I just feel like do anything that I do matter at times? And here I am. I'm trying to, work with the kids, and it's like, am I even fit to be a teacher? I feel.
Mm.
These are some of the things that I am feelings that I have, and and it's like no one really is helping, and I don't know. I just feel more withdrawn. Like, what's the point? Like,
Yeah.
try to hang out with friends, and they already are married or they have things going on, and here I am, living with mom, and I just feel like, you know, I'm just, I don't know. I just feel so terrible
Yeah.
about myself and everything,
Mhm.
and
It seems that you had expectations and
yeah,
you are seeing some of your, same age, group of friends just at a different stage than when you are. And it seems like those expectations are not matching your life. And that is getting you to feel discouraged. Um, what other feelings are there in terms of how you see yourself in comparison to your um, your friends?
so yeah, I mean, in comparison to my friends, it seems like they have more money, they're up and about, they have more future. And I just feel like a little stuck. I mean, I don't make a whole lot as a teacher. and I don't see myself making any more, in the future. And I just feel like, what am I doing? Like, am I able to, so those are the things that affect me. But also, a little that I have, like I am not doing well at school as a teacher. I'm not performing and I feel like I'm dropping the ball. I mean, I had this panic attack. I feel so helpless. I don't feel like
Mm.
I'm in control.
When
And I
did you
just
have
don't know what
let's
to
talk a little
do.
bit about that, Samuel. Like when did you have that panic attack? What was the context of it? What was going on?
No, we're just at the beginning of the year, new semester. So we're starting on new after the break. And I went to the work and I just don't feel comfortable. I don't feel like I'm myself. I'm going
Mm.
through the motion and I just don't feel the passion. And I just feel like, what am I doing here? At times I'm blanking out and I am not, I just don't feel the same. I just don't feel the same passion or like, and I'm doubting myself in everything that I do.
I've been hearing you say that a lot, like that there is a lot of doubts around what you should be not just doing at work, but even what life should look like for you
Yeah.
at this stage.
Yeah.
Um, you were talking about friends, you were talking about your parents, and I'm wondering if there is anyone in your life that you feel that even if it's in a minuscule way, that they hear you and that they um, maybe he or she gets you. Is there
Mm,
anyone in your life that you feel, even if it's a little bit, that gets you?
mm. Yeah, yes, there's a good friend, actually, a high school friend that I talk
Mm.
to often. And, he's really nice, really patient. He's been there for me all this time. But I just feel like such a burden, talking about same problems and over and over. I just feel like I'm just, whenever I meet him and talk to him, I just feel like I'm being burdened to him. Like, like,
And how do you what makes you think that you're being a burden to him? Like,
like I'm just a downer. Like I'm just complaining and over. Like I'm just telling him about stuff and my life just stinks, and
but what about him? What about him makes you believe, like, in which is there a way that he reacts? Is he like not getting your phone calls? Is he not wanting to just meet with you?
no,
What
I
evidence do you
mean,
have of that?
he's been good. I mean, I'm saying this one friend. I mean, there are a lot of people who just, yeah, they just, I feel like abandoned, like they just did not, really invest in the relationship. But this friend, one friend, has been good.
Mm.
I mean, he's busy.
Of course,
he's
he has his own
married
life.
already,
Hmm.
and he recently had a kid. So, I mean, I feel like, he's really good friend. He's very good friend. But I feel like I'm being a burden to him.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, whenever I call and I share and I'm nothing good to share and I'm just telling him all these problems. And, he's a good listen. He listens and he's very, he's a good friend. He's a good friend. But at the same time, I don't feel like I'm any good. Like, so that has been very difficult for me.
Yeah.
And I just feel like find myself like, a little bit withdrawn. Like, I'm not benefiting him. Why, I just don't want to be a burden to him.
Mm.
It's just like,
Is he reaching out to you?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, whenever I call, well, he's busy. But so whenever I have a call and need, he does pick up and he's there for me, like, and he helps me out. Like, and
Mm.
he listens to my problems. At the same time, I mean, I don't know. What can he do, right? I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. I just feel like I'm giving him my problems, but it's like I'm just burdening him,
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
know? So it's just like
But
I feel like
there's someone that you have felt,
there is,
heard,
yeah,
and seen,
yeah,
and that it's been in a steady way accompanying you in this journey. Does he
yeah.
know about what's been going on with you and at school?
Yeah, I actually called him up and I did share it with him and he feels bad. He feels bad.
Mm.
Um,
He shares with you in that.
yeah, he feels
Um,
bad, but
Why don't we go back to that panic attack?
Oh yeah.
What would you like to share with me about
Okay.
it?
Regarding the panic attack, see, I went to the school and it's been escalating. It's been like, I thought, I can just work things through, push things through, but it's just been adding up. I'm not connecting with the kids as I used to, and I just don't feel in it, and I feel myself removed. So what happens is, when I talk with interact with kids, I see it in their faces. I feel like they're disappointed or they're not, you know. Uh, I feel like I had a good reputation with the kids, good relationships, and I'm just not the same person. So I feel like I'm not getting through them, and I sit in their face like and when I was working and saying something, and they were confused, and I'm like, what am I doing? And I don't want to see those faces at times because I see a look of disappointment or confusion, and I used to be the one that was able to help them. And I feel like I'm not the same person able to help them, you
Mm,
know? So, I mean, my life is not together, and how can I help, teach them? So I feel very inadequate as a teacher.
yeah.
Yeah.
You used to
So,
be
so,
able to
so
get
it's
through
like
them.
seeing those faces so difficult. I kind of
Mm-hmm.
dread. Before I used to be so happy to, go to school and work, but now I dread each morning. Like it's such a fight to even get up and to go. And yesterday I just felt like, if I go to school, I don't know, I don't know what to do. And the thought of going to school just scared me.
Mm. And that's when the panic attack happened?
Yeah, so I didn't know what to do. I was like, should I even? I was thinking maybe even should I quit or and then it's like what am I gonna do about money? What is my mom going to say if I quit?
Mm.
I'm gonna be a disappointment, further failure. But at the same time, I just can't go to school and do what I'm doing. So I just feel so stuck, and I don't know what to do.
After the panic attack, how do you feel at this moment? That was just yesterday.
Yeah.
So how are you doing today?
Today I mean I feel I still feel bad. It's just not as intense as yesterday, you know. Yeah, I stay away from mom, and yeah,
Does
it's
that
not.
help?
I mean, to a certain degree, but I know to a certain degree, but at the same time, it's not solving any problems. Like
Hmm.
I need to go to school, but I just feel like I can't, and I still don't feel like I have the answers. I still don't feel like myself at this time. So I really don't know what to do about this anxiety. And I just feel like it's gonna happen again and again and again. And I feel so helpless to stop it.
Because it happened yesterday and you couldn't
Yes.
stop it, then
And it
you're
scared me.
thinking,
Yeah, it's really scared me that I'm gonna lose my job. And then, then what? And just one bad thought after another.
yeah. How did you even make a decision to be here today, since this just happened yesterday?
Well, actually, it is the friend that who suggested as we were talking. I told him about what happening, and he said, I mean, he wants to help me as best as he can, but he feels there's also limitations to what he can do. But then at the same time, he was telling me that, that I need help, that I need support. I need to go somewhere that, because I had no answers. And, he was saying that he really wants to help, but he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah,
So he felt like I should reach out to someone who can help me find answers and sort things through. So that's kind of why I made the call, made an appointment as soon as possible. Because I'm kind of scared at this time. that I'm gonna be a further failure, and my life's gonna be ruined. And I just gonna confirm on what mom's been telling me. So that's,
Those words from your mom just keep ringing on your ears, huh?
I mean, I know, yes, yes. Yeah, and I feel so angry and mad because I don't feel like she has really done anything to help me. And then
Mhm.
she's really, I mean, she just added to the problem. Yeah,
But
I
at
just,
some point, you were able to finish your degree. You were
yes,
able to get a job. You
yes.
were able to function in
Oh,
your
yeah,
job in a very good way. Seems like
yes.
you were saying I was very energetic, so you were
Mm,
very engaging, with the kids. I mean, middle school is difficult, and you
yes,
were there. So what I'm hearing you say is, I want to get back to that. It seems that
yes,
this is not just a job, it is your vocation, it is a calling for you,
yes, that's
and
right.
you want to
Yes,
kind of like, hey, let's see what can be done so I can get
yes,
back to be able to help. That was
yes,
something that it really caught my attention, Sam,
yes,
that you really want to help, and
yes.
that you feel that in this state of helplessness, you cannot provide that help that your kids need.
That's right.
And you really want to go back to feeling that you are, even if it's just one step ahead of them, so that you can just reach out and just help them in whatever is going on with them.
Oh, yes, that's exactly how I feel. That's
You know
exactly
that
what I
that is a beautiful motivation, Sam, a beautiful motivation to do hard work. Now, psychotherapy is hard work. But when we go back to why we're doing what we're doing, why you're
want.
here,
Mm,
and it is that motivation of
mm,
just being able to follow up on your calling,
yes,
then we have a very good foundation
mm.
for doing a work that at times might be hard
So you
and
feel,
challenging.
so you feel
Um,
like you can help me to get back to that state?
I think that you are so motivated to do that, that walking alongside with you is going to be a journey that we can get that motivation to help you get to a point where you can start slowly
Okay,
getting back, making that U-turn and
okay.
getting back into a place where you feel that you're useful, that
Mm.
you're being heard, that you're being seen, and that not just that, but that you can be helpful to others. And that is
Um,
very empowering, isn't it?
I would like that. I would like that very much. I would like to get back to that place. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's keep that motivation and that why you're here
Yes.
at the forefront of every time that we meet each other, because when things get hard, then you need to remember, why am I doing this hard job? And it is because of all the good things, that you were enjoying before, and just
Mm.
wanting to be that person that can help others.
Yes. I would like that. I
Excellent.
would like that very much. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you,
Okay.
Samuel. See you
Thank
next
you.
time.
Okay.